Mission start.
Hello everyone, we're back. This is Mission Start, episode 7. I'm your host, Anthony Bianis, and Happy New Year's, guys. Introduce yourselves to people who might have forgotten.
Who are you?
Who I already told you, I'm Anthony Bianis. I am the host of this podcast.
Okay, never mind.
I'm Alex, by the way.
Yes, Alex, as well also known as Jeebus. And then we have over here the one playing the game right now at the same time, Nate, who's busy with his hand.
I already said my name.
No, you didn't. I didn't hear you. Okay. Alright, well, to just explain a few things, okay, let's just say we didn't do another podcast for a very long time because of a few good reasons. One, it was during the Christmas time, and we all have families to attend to, and we all had to go to families or whatever and do family things. And or, for me at least, I had finals to work on. So I had no time to do another podcast. I wish I could have, but I didn't. So, but we are back, well, for now, until whenever we do our next podcast, which I don't know what that would be. And the website...
I always fucking feel like it.
Exactly, whenever we feel like it. Which is, this is probably the lazy man podcast for the gamer that is like probably in and out of the gaming industry, and we're just here to bring him back, or in this case, bitch slap him. But man, I am talking weird tonight. The website, like I said, it's, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's been redone, or not redone, but it more or less added a lot of cool shit, and we're getting more content into it, which is awesome. And as this will go up in the week of the what's today? The 5th? Yeah, the 5th. On the week of the 5th, by the end of the month, we will have our official website registered officially, and we'll complete all that needed to the. God damn it! I can't talk, but basically we'll have.
Slowly, breathe, calm down.
Sorry, I'm just been excited. I mean, it's been a while, and my talking and my just everything about it's just been off. So, yeah. By the way, I'm keeping that in. So, so we are gonna have 2 or 3 segments. Depends on how long we can make it last, or depends what we can talk about. But for the first part, right now, is the usual what you've been playing and or watching. So let's see. What do you guys want to start off the new year, or should I?
Who started off last time?
Yes, I started up last time. So either or you should take the swing of the bat.
Wait, what? Wait, you want me to start?
I'm just saying because last time I did it. So yeah, whoever.
Alright, I guess I'll start. Anime I've been watching, if anyone has been seeing on the site, Canon, Kanagi, History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi. Those are pretty good. If you've seen the reviews, yeah, look at them. Also been watching something called Letter B, and also Hidamari Sketch X365.
I saw some of those reviews you put up. They were pretty good. I read through them, and they're actually pretty good. and you got them out in the span of the first first two weeks of the month, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that's cool. What other stuff are you doing?
Playing games. Okay. Yeah, playing games. Let's see, playing for... Specifically, yeah, I'm trying to get to it right now. Right now I'm playing something called Mini Ninjas. It's an adventure game, something similar to that of Zelda. You play someone named Hiro, spelled Hiro, and you have to rescue your friends from... It's like a basic ninjas versus samurais thing. Samurais are basically evil people, and they capture your friends, and you have to save them one by one. They eventually become your partners, and the boss battles are pretty hilarious. It's because after you beat the bosses one by one, there's a cutscene where the samurai general has to go to the samurai master, and he gets pretty pounded after learning that the boss is destroyed by you.
Awesome. What type of game is it?
It's an adventure game.
Is it adventure game? Is it like a third-person adventure game? Is it like a RTS or?
You gotta. It's kind of like you can compare it to Legend of Zelda and Assassin's Creed kind of games. Where you control the character and then kill people that are around.
Okay. I'm just trying to.
Adventure?
I'm just thinking visually. Is it 2D or is it 3D?
It's 3D.
Okay.
Third person.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean it's not a first person shooter. I'm trying to say it's action adventure. It's kind of hard to find those on computer games.
Yeah. Really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a real refresher after playing. If you're like a Modern Warfare 2 person, you can play that a lot. Oh, I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to say much about that since last podcast we've been talking about that a lot. Yeah. Other than that, I don't think I've been playing anything much else. If I can click something else.
Quick question.
Huh?
Quick question. For Modern Warfare 2, do you use the mouse or do you use a controller?
Mouse.
Oh, okay.
Who the hell plays that game on a PC with a controller?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I played the PC version, the story-wise, but when I played a multiplayer on 360, the controls felt the way it needed to be felt for 360. I don't know, maybe it's because it's different console, different type of machine. I don't know, it felt natural to me. I mean, it probably would have adjusted.
You're more used to the pad?
Yeah, I'm more used to the pad than the PC. I mean, I don't mind the PC.
Let me ask.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, since you're a 360 user for the Modern Warfare, how do you like it on a gamepad then compared to the keyboard and mouse?
I have to say, the PC mouse, it's more accurate, and you can get more accurate headshots off. But you're more prone to you're running and you're trying to aim, but you have this kind of sensitivity where if you swing around your gun the other way and you try to aim right, you won't be able to get your shot off in time until you get shot or you get injured. Compared to 360, where even though the movement is slower than the PC, you're more accurate with the gamepad as well. So I mean, like it's like yin and yang in some ways. I mean, I'm indifferent about both controls, but it just for me the pad just feels a bit more comfortable to me than the PC.
Well, I guess both of them have their own points of advantages, I guess.
Right. And of course the ending to the story is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think I realized that. Do you both of you guys remember the Mission Whiskey Hotel?
I think so. Was that the one where they're I can't remember. All right.
We gotta light the yeah, we gotta use the green flare.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. It's just me, but I think that was a slight hint for the Modern Warfare 3, because talking about Moscow, the way they were wording it.
Well, yeah, it is. And just for everybody else, spoiler alert.
For America's side, I'm not talking about for Captain Price's side, but I'm talking about for Corporal Dunn and what was his name again?
I can't remember. Yeah.
What did you say again?
Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez. Yeah. For the Rangers side, yeah, I'm talking about those guys.
Yeah, they have the way it's set up right now. It is going to be another game, and it's going to continue on the story. The way that the story for the Rangers and how it's left off is basically the Rangers were had to escape Washington D.C. They were getting annihilated by the Moscow army, and they were getting their ass kicked on the east side. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing on the west side of the U.S. But last we saw, the U.S. is getting their asses handed in by Moscow. Makarov is still out there, and you still you have like the U.S. still in complete shithole at the moment. So yeah, definitely. I mean, like, it is going to continue off in the next game on the U.S. Ranger side is to see what happens. And now Shepard's dead. I'm pretty sure either there'll be a replacement for him or something will happen. We might get like the guy you drew with the whole time for the U.S. side might be upgraded to who knows, Corporal or whatever to replace Shepard. But who knows? I mean,
Yeah. I'm just saying, you're at least going to see a fight somewhere in Moscow in the next game.
yes, I would love to see that.
Yep. Other than that, the other game I was playing was Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. It was a little bit older than Modern Warfare 2, but it's okay. Yeah.
How different it is between that and Modern Warfare 2.
It's nothing like Modern Warfare 2. I mean, if you see comments like, talking about that compared to Modern Warfare 2, you shouldn't listen to it because it's not, you shouldn't compare it to a normal first-person shooter because it's more like a tactical-based shooter. It's like, it's more like, because you're controlling not just yourself, you're controlling 3 other people as well. So it's like you should compare it to you're like the eyes of a Marine in StarCraft. You should compare it to that.
Oh, so it's like a first-person shooter and an RTS at the same time. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, you can say that. Like, it's like, you're the Marine Terran inside a huge area of land in StarCraft or something like that, and you gotta go to certain checkpoints in a certain given amount of time. Otherwise, and then you can either kill certain people or you can try to slip past them to complete the mission. And there's also secondary missions to do that, for the mission. And then after that, once you get to a certain checkpoint, they'll give you the next mission, and then second mission, the final mission, and all that.
Nice. Sounds interesting. But as you said, it is no modern. It is not a no comparison or no contest between that and Modern Warfare 2.
Right. It's not Modern Warfare 2.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. I'll go out of order and I'll go next. Lately, what games I've been playing, and that's lack of, just for the fact that I've been busy making costumes. I've been playing actually a lot of Team Fortress 2 lately. I've been playing just some of the classes, and I have an urge to get the weapons that I don't have. And the whole war that started with Valve and Team Fortress 2 that they started, or this kind of event that they made up like a month ago, or more like a few weeks ago, it happened. It was pretty awesome. It was, just briefly to talk about it. They had this contest between the Demo Man and the soldier, and they have a war they had a contest, like who gets the more kills, the Demo Man versus soldier, and you get a point if you kill a Demo Man, or if you're a soldier, you get a point for killing the Demo Man, and vice versa. And eventually, whoever won the war between those two classes will get a special weapon or special equipment to have at the very end. And as time goes on, they actually unveiled new weapons for both classes. The Demo Man had what it's called the Islander, which is like a sword that you get to equip with your Demo Man, and it's an awesome sword, and you can do like complete head chop heads off easily, but the problem is that it sucks away at your life at the same time. And then there was, for the soldier, like this kind of upgraded, more accurate rocket launcher that they have called the Direct Hit. And I played, let's see, I played both classes. I managed to unlock the Direct Hit, and the Direct Hit feels a lot more accurate when you shoot something like, say, Demo Man or any other whatever player. It's more accurate, and it's actually pretty awesome. But all in all, Team Fortress 2 lately for me has been like really addicting. So I've been playing that a lot, and I managed to finally get some achievements, and then finally get my final weapon for the medic. I can't say the name of it, but it's the first weapon you get for the medic when you unlock like 10 achievements. It's the one where it's like the syringe, but it's just basically a better version of it, where you shoot and then you
The Blood Saga?
Yeah, I got that. So, yeah, I mean, I've just been playing a lot of that, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's probably the right time, or like kind of like it's like one of those games where you can fall back on in case you have nothing else to play, and you could just go back and play some TF2 and gain some achievements or whatever. But yeah, and then other than that, I've recently just put in the demo of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I started playing that a little bit. I really loved the intro and what they had with the PSP game. They had it to where you're Snake, or they call you Big Boss, and you go down to the beach, and you see these other soldiers doing training in the rain. And so by going through the tutorial, they have you show off, what each button does and what each move does or what you can do. No, it was pretty cool how they introduced that, and then from there they brought out with the artistic cinematic that they had for introducing the storyline, and they did it in the way of Do you guys remember the Metal Gear kind of like it was released on PSP. It was like comics in the style of kind of like how the cover art is for the Metal Gear series.
Portable Ops?
Not Portable Ops, but they released like a comic book, kind of like on PSP, and it was just kind of like a story of Metal Gear Solid 1, but just all artistic kind of drawing and then voiced over it. I forget what it's called, but they had this really cool art style that they had when they're doing the cinematic, in the way to introduce the characters too, and yeah, it was the story. Actually, the funny thing is, at the beginning of the game, you actually figure out, or you kind of actually understand a bit more. You get to understand the story a bit more better than you ever did in the other Metal Gear games. So it makes sense in the beginning of the game. I just started playing it. The cool thing is with the controls, you get to choose. You can have the control set up to where L and R are like your action and your shoot buttons, and your D-pad actually becomes kind of your select button for your weapons. And then you move with your mouse pad or your little joystick. And then I think like the other buttons, like the square, circle, triangle, and X, are like for something else. But it was like set up where they're like Metal Gear Solid 4 controls, and then it had this other type of style where like if you want to use the D-pad as the directional pad to move Snake, you can do that. So the control schemes I do really love. The voice acting, of course, is top notch. You got David Hayter returning as Snake. You got the other guys coming into play. And then you got the new character Paz, which is kind of everybody doesn't know, but like for people who kind of want to delve into it, like Paz is she's the daughter of Snake, and she comes in and kind of helps explain the situation to Snake. And ironically, her name means peace in Spanish. And from there, I still need to finish the demo. I really want to, but I've been busy. But I want to finish it and then put something on it on the website. So that's kind of the two games I've been mainly playing for the past month or so. But quite entertaining though. It's pretty good. And then
That's right, sir.
Oh, do you have more stuff?
I was gonna say the anime. I mean, like just real quickly. I finished
Oh, yeah,
watching.
finish up then.
I finished watching 2 anime series, and that was Neon Koi and Sotokai no Ichizan. And between the two, Neon Koi, real quickly, it's average. I'll write a review up soon. I've just been busy, but I'll write a review of the 2 animes. But it's just been average. It was like it started okay. It had this interesting plot where the main character has to do these cat deeds, or else he'll turn into a cat himself. And then there's this love story or kind of love crush that he has. It is one of those Harlem animes, which I would love.
Harem, not Harlem.
Harlem, sorry. Yes, Harlem.
Harem, not Harlem. Not hair lip. Harem.
Harem. Alright. It was
Oh man, how much are you going to decapitate that?
until I get it right. It'll be my New Year's resolution. Hey,
Were you going to say evolution?
No, I said resolution. It's late at night, man. What can I say? Yeah. But anyway, it in my opinion, Neon Koi is just an average anime. I mean, it hints about a second season toward the end. I mean, I don't I don't know if it deserves a second season after watching this series. It just felt like every other school anime out there. It really did. I mean, if you're a cat lover and you love, cats and you want to see anime about cats and Neon Koi, but I mean, even the fan service. I mean, like, sure, there was fan service there, but it's like, for the person who has seen a lot of animes, it just it didn't speak to me as it usually.
Mission start.
Hello everyone, we're back. This is Mission Start, episode 7. I'm your host, Anthony Bianis, and Happy New Year's, guys. Introduce yourselves to people who might have forgotten.
Who are you?
Who I already told you, I'm Anthony Bianis. I am the host of this podcast.
Okay, never mind.
I'm Alex, by the way.
Yes, Alex, as well, also known as Jeebus. And then we have over here the one playing the game right now at the same time, Nate, who's busy with his hands.
I already said my name.
No, you didn't. I didn't hear you. Okay. Alright, well, to just explain a few things, okay, let's just say we didn't do another podcast for a very long time because of a few good reasons. One, it was during the Christmas time, and we all have families to attend to, and we all had to go to families or whatever and do family things. And or, for me at least, I had finals to work on. So I had no time to do another podcast. I wish I could have, but I didn't. So, but we are back. Well, for now, until whenever we do our next podcast, which I don't know what that would be. And the website...
Whenever we fucking feel like it.
Exactly, whenever we feel like it. Which is, this is probably the lazy man podcast for the gamer that is like probably in and out of the gaming industry, and we're just here to bring him back, or in this case, bitch slap him. But man, I am talking weird tonight. The website, like I said, it's, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's been redone, or not redone, but it more or less added a lot of cool shit, and we're getting more content into it, which is awesome. And as this will go up in the week of what's today? The 5th? Yeah, the 5th. On the week of the 5th, by the end of the month, we will have our official website registered officially, and we'll complete all I've needed to do. God damn it! I can't talk, but basically we'll have.
Slowly, breathe, calm down.
Sorry, I'm just been excited. I mean, it's been a while, and my talking and my just everything about it's just been off. So, yeah. By the way, I'm keeping that in. So, so we are gonna have 2 or 3 segments. Depends on how long we can make it last, or depends what we can talk about. But for the first part right now is the usual, what you've been playing and or watching. So let's see. What do you guys want to start off the new year, or should I?
Who started off last time?
Yes, I started up last time. So either or you should take the swing of the bat.
Wait, what? Wait, you want me to start?
I'm just saying because last time I did it. So yeah, whoever.
Alright, I guess I'll start. Anime I've been watching, I've been watching, if anyone has been seen on the site, Canon, Kanagi, History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi. Those are pretty good. If you've seen the reviews, yeah, look at them. Also been watching something called Letter B, and also Hidamari Sketch X365.
I saw some of those reviews you put up. They were pretty good. I read through them, and they're actually pretty good. And you got them out in the span of the first 2 weeks of the month, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that's cool. What other stuff are you doing?
Playing games. Oh, yeah. Yeah, playing games. Let's see, Specifically, yeah, I'm trying to get to it right now. Right now I'm playing something called Many Ninjas. It's an adventure game, something similar to that of Zelda. You play someone named Hiro, spelled Hiro, and you have to rescue your friends from... It's like a basic ninjas versus samurais thing. Samurais are basically the evil people, and they capture your friends, and you have to save them one by one. They eventually become your partners, and the boss battles are pretty hilarious. It's because after you beat the bosses one by one, there's a cutscene where the samurai general has to go to the samurai master, and he gets pretty pounded after learning that the boss is destroyed by you.
Awesome. What type of game is it?
It's an adventure game.
Is it like... Is the adventure game, is it like a third-person adventure game? Is it like a RTS or...
You gotta... It's kind of like, you can compare it to Legend of Zelda and Assassin's Creed kind of games, where you control the character and then kill people that are around.
Okay. I'm just trying to...
Adventure?
I'm just thinking visually, is it 2D or is it 3D?
It's 3D. I'm third person.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean it's not a first person shooter. I'm trying to say it's action adventure. It's kind of hard to find those on computer games.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a real refresher after playing. If you're like a Modern Warfare 2 person, you can play that a lot. Oh, I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to say much about that since last podcast we've been talking about that a lot. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I've been playing anything much else. If I can click something else.
Quick question. Quick question. For Modern Warfare 2, do you use the mouse or do you use a controller?
Mouse.
Oh, okay.
How plays that game on a PC with a controller?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I played the PC version, the story-wise, but when I played a multiplayer on 360, the controls felt the way it needed to be felt for 360. I don't know, maybe it's because it's different console, different type of machine. I don't know, it felt natural to me. I mean, it probably would have adjusted.
You're more used to the pad?
Yeah, I'm more used to the pad than the PC. I mean, I don't mind the PC.
Let me ask.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, since you're 360 user for the Modern Warfare. How do you like it on a gamepad then compared to the keyboard and mouse?
I have to say, like, the PC mouse, it's more accurate, and you can get more accurate headshots off. But you're more prone to you're running and you're trying to aim, but you have this kind of sensitivity where if you swing around your gun the other way and you try to aim right, you won't be able to get your shot off in time until you get shot or you get injured. Compared to 360, where even though the movement is slower than the PC, you're more accurate with the gamepad as well. So I mean, like it's like yin and yang in some ways. I mean, I'm indifferent about both controls, but it just for me the pad just feels a bit more comfortable to me than the PC.
Well, I guess both of them have their own points of advantages, I guess.
Right. And of course, the ending to the story is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think I realized that. Do both of you guys remember the Mission Whiskey Hotel?
I think so. Was that the one where I can't remember. All right.
we gotta light the yeah, we gotta use the green flare.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. It's just me, but I think that was a slight hint for the Modern Warfare 3, because talking about Moscow, the way they were the way they were wording it.
Well, yeah, it is. And just for everybody else, spoiler alert.
For America's side, I'm not talking about for Captain Price's side, but I'm talking about for Corporal Dunn and what was his name again?
I can't remember.
Ramirez?
Yeah.
What'd you say again?
Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez. Yeah. For the Rangers side, yeah, I'm talking about those guys.
Yeah, they have the way it's set up right now. It is going to be another game, and it's going to continue on the story. The way that the story for the Rangers and how it's left off is basically the Rangers were had to escape Washington D.C. They were getting annihilated by the Moscow army, and they were getting their ass kicked on the east side. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing on the west side of the U.S. But last we saw, the U.S. is getting their asses handed in by Moscow. Makarov is still out there, and you still you have like the U.S. still in complete shithole at the moment. So yeah, definitely. I mean, like, it is going to continue off in the next game on the U.S. Ranger side is to see what happens. And now Shepard's dead. I'm pretty sure either there'll be a replacement for him or something will happen. You might get like the guy you drew with the whole time for the U.S. side might be upgraded to who knows, Corporal or whatever to replace Shepard. But who knows? I mean,
I'm just saying, you're at least going to see a fight somewhere in Moscow in the next game.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Yep. Other than that, the other game I was playing was Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. It was a little bit older than Modern Warfare 2, but it's okay. Yeah.
How different it is between that and Modern Warfare 2?
It's nothing it's nothing like Modern Warfare 2. I mean, if you see comments like, talking about that compared to Modern Warfare 2, you shouldn't listen to it because it's not, you shouldn't compare it to a normal first-person shooter because it's more like a tactical-based shooter. It's like, it's more like, because you're controlling not just yourself, you're controlling 3 other people as well. So it's like you should compare it to you're like the eyes of a Marine in StarCraft. You should compare it to that.
So it's like a first-person shooter and an RTS at the same time. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can say that. Like, it's like, you're the Marine Terran inside a huge area of land in StarCraft or something like that, and you gotta go to certain checkpoints in a certain given amount of time. Otherwise, and then you can either kill certain people or you can try to slip past them to complete the mission. And there's also secondary missions to do that, for the mission. And then after that, once you get to a certain checkpoint, they'll give you the next mission, and then the second mission, the final mission, and all that.
Nice. Sounds interesting. But as you said, it is no modern. It is not a no comparison or no contest between that and Modern Warfare 2.
Right. It's not Modern Warfare 2.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. I'll go out of order and then I'll go next. Lately, what games I've been playing, and that's lack of, just for the fact that I've been busy making costumes. I've been playing actually a lot of Team Fortress 2 lately. I've been playing just some of the classes, and I have an urge to get the weapons that I don't have. And the whole war that started with Valve and Team Fortress 2 that they started, or this kind of event that they made up like a month ago, or like a few weeks ago, it happened. It was pretty awesome. It was, just briefly to talk about it. They had this contest between the Demo Man and the soldier, and they have a war between, or they had a contest like who gets the more kills, the Demo Man versus soldier, and you get a point if you kill a Demo Man, or if you're a soldier, you get a point for killing the Demo Man, and vice versa. And eventually, whoever won the war between those two classes will get a special weapon or special equipment to have at the very end. And as time goes on, they actually unveiled new weapons for both classes. The Demo Man had what it's called the Islander, which is like a sword that you get to equip with your Demo Man, and it's an awesome sword, and you can do like complete head chop heads off easily. But the problem is that it sucks away your life at the same time. And then there was, for the soldier, like this kind of upgraded, more accurate rocket launcher that they have called the Direct Hit. And I played, let's see, I played both classes. I managed to unlock the Direct Hit, and the Direct Hit feels a lot more accurate when you shoot something like, say, Demo Man or any other whatever player. It's more accurate, and it's actually pretty awesome. But all in all, Team Fortress 2 lately for me has been like really addicting. So I've been playing that a lot, and I managed to finally get some achievements, and then finally get my final weapon for the medic. I can't say the name of it, but it's the first weapon you get for the medic when you unlock like 10 achievements. It's the one where it's like the syringe, but it's just basically a better version of it, where you shoot and then you
The Blood Saga?
Yeah, I got that. So, yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of that, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's probably the right time, or like kind of like it's like one of those games where you can fall back on in case you have nothing else to play, and you could just go back and play some TF2 and gain some achievements or whatever. Um, but yeah, and then other than that, I've recently just put in the demo of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I started playing that a little bit. I really loved the intro and what they had with the PSP game. They had it to where you're Snake, or they call you Big Boss, and you go down to the beach, and you see these other soldiers doing training in the rain. And so by going through the tutorial, they have you show off, what each button does and what each move does, or what you can do. No, it was pretty cool how they introduced that, and then from there they brought out with the artistic cinematic that they had for introducing the storyline, and they did it in a way of Do you guys remember the Metal Gear kind of like it was released on PSP. It was like comics in the style of kind of like how the cover art is for the Metal Gear series.
Portable Ops?
Not Portable Ops, but they released like a comic book, kind of like on PSP, and it was just kind of like a story of Metal Gear Solid 1, but just all artistic kind of drawing, and then voiced over. I forget what it's called, but they had this really cool art style that they had when they're doing the cinematic, in the way to introduce the characters too, and yeah, it was the story. Actually, the funny thing is, at the beginning of the game, you actually figure out, or you kind of actually understand a bit more. You get to understand the story a bit more better than you ever did in the other Metal Gear games. So it makes sense in the beginning of the game. I just started playing it. The cool thing is with the controls, you get to choose. You can have the control set up to where L and R are like your action and your shoot buttons, and your D-pad actually becomes kind of your select button for your weapons. And then you move with your mouse pad or your little joystick. And then I think like the other buttons, like the square, circle, triangle, and X, are like for something else. But it was like set up where they're like Metal Gear Solid 4 controls, and then it had this other type of style where like if you want to use the D-pad as the directional pad to move Snake, you can do that. So the control schemes I do really love. The voice acting, of course, is top notch. You got David Hayter returning as Snake. You got the other guys coming into play. And then you got the new character Paz, which is kind of everybody doesn't know, but like for people who kind of want to delve into it, like Paz is she's the daughter of Snake, and she comes in and kind of helps explain the situation to Snake. And ironically, her name means peace in Spanish. And from there, I still need to finish the demo. I really want to, but I've been busy. But I want to finish it and then put something on the website. So that's kind of the two games I've been mainly playing for the past month or so. But quite entertaining though. It's pretty good. And then
That's right, sir.
Oh, do you have more stuff?
I was gonna say the anime. I mean, like just real quickly. I finished watching.
Finish up then.
I finished watching two anime series, and that was Neon Koi and Sotekai no Ichizan. And between the two, Neon Koi, real quickly, it's average. I'll write a review up soon. I've just been busy, but I'll write a review of the two animes. But it's just been average. It was like it started okay. It had this interesting plot where the main character has to do these cat deeds or else he'll turn into a cat himself. And then there's this love story that, or kind of love crush that he has. It is one of those Harlem animes, which I would love.
Harem, not Harlem.
Harlem, sorry. Yes, Harlem.
Harem, not Harlem, not hair lip. Harem.
Harem. All right. It was
Oh man, how much are you going to decapitate that?
until I get it right. It'll be my New Year's resolution. Any,
Were you going to say evolution?
no, I said resolution. It's late at night, man. What can I say? Yeah. But anyway, it in my opinion, Neon Koi is just an average anime. I mean, it hints about a second season toward the end. I mean, I don't know if it deserves a second season after watching the series. It just felt like every other school anime out there. It really did. I mean, if you're a cat lover and you love, cats and you want to see an anime about cats, and Neon Koi. But I mean, even the fan service. I mean, like, sure, there was fan service there, but it's like, for the person who has seen a lot of animes, it didn't speak to me as it usually would be. So, Neon Koi, average. You'll see a review of it up pretty soon. And then the other anime.
Harem, man. What do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, hey,
I didn't think it was entertaining though.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's. I was hoping, I gave it 3 episodes, and then I was interested, and then I was kind of disappointed at the end. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, it was just average. Yeah, it just pretty much is average. But it was. I thought it would be original, just because this kind of different idea, but then that they took on with this kind of cat transformation that might happen. But I guess I was wrong on that one. But aside from that, comparing that to a great anime I finished watching, Sekai no Ichizone, that anime, I think, in my opinion, and it came out like fall of '09 of last year, and I think that was probably one of the unappreciated great good animes that came out that late in the year. And I remember talking on this podcast saying that it didn't felt like there was nothing going on, like it was in the same setting, and like there was no plot or anything like that. As I watched more and more of it, it became better. It just developed into this parodies, but also developed this kind of underlying drama that the main character kind of goes through, which, in my opinion, the main characters pretty much are all of them. They each have an equal part in the storyline. And then it was at the end, I was hoping for I want more of this anime, and they hint that there might be a second season or maybe not. It's one of those things that's up in the air, but I would really love to see another second season. This anime, if you haven't seen it, download it. It's 12 episodes long. You can probably finish it in a day, or maybe if you're slow like me, like a week. But it's a great anime. I would go and explain more, but I'll hold that off until I put up the review of this anime on the site too later on. But right now, as far as animes, I'm not watching anything right now. I'm downloading one of the animes that they suggested or put up on the review, and yeah, I'm doing that. But at the moment, nothing. So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
There's not really anything to download anyway.
True. It is beginning of the year, so we have to wait until the animes roll out. But yeah, let's just sit and wait pretty much right now.
Yeah, like the only thing for the next season, for winter, right?
Yeah, for more, well, yeah, for next season, like, or any other new animes to come out in the spring or summer or fall.
Yeah, I think I've only seen one anime up at the moment, and that's Sora no Loto, or
Oh
something like
yeah.
that.
Okay, I saw that. That is not an anime. Actually, what it is, it's pretty much just a compilation of different anime videos into every panty shot, every boob zoom
Into
in.
what? Into what?
Okay, the anime that Alex just said, uh, which I would like to pronounce, but I probably messes on it.
Sora no Loto.
That is actually not an anime. It's a video some guy made, where it's just a bunch of panty shots, boob zoom in, like ass close up, or like just it's just pretty much fan service of like every. I want to say like every anime that came out in the fall. I think he just put a whole compilation of clips into one big video, and I saw this on Snuggler Complex the other day, and it was funny because like it started off with the old. Actually, it started off with the old Gundam. There was this old Gundam anime video, and like for some reason the pilot in the Gundam was fighting these chicks in space that were in bikinis in two piece and have rocket launchers in space, and they were fighting the huge ass mech, and it was like kind of like what.
I don't know what you watched.
No.
But
Are you sure this
I
is?
watched was an actual anime.
Oh.
Are you sure this is the same Sora no Loto? Because this thing on my anime list looks like a different genre.
Oh. Oh. Then I might have. Okay. That's probably okay.
Yeah, I don't expect Space or Gundams to come into this at any time soon.
Okay.
Was there a Gundam with a trumpet?
No.
Was there a Gundam that was in a uniform or something?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same thing.
Did it involve music or any military?
No. Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait. Now I'm starting to remember. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm starting to remember. I think the reason why I remember that.
Maybe you were thinking about Sora no Moto.
It was just some video
Oh,
with the
no.
same. It was just some video with the same sort of name on Snuggler Complex I just happened to watch. But now that you mention it, the details of the anime you're talking about, I remember reading upon it, and then it's just like, hey, it's K-On, but in the military.
Kind of yes, kind of no. They kind of like take all the characters and I think sort of mix a little bit of one with the other.
Yeah, I saw the
Like
comparisons.
Or I think it's they got this girl that basically is Moogie, and this other girl that's basically what's her name, Neo, and they just like tweak one tiny little detail and then they kind
One
of
name's Rio.
Yeah, I saw that. Riding on the K-On train.
yeah, they do not hide that well.
But how is it though?
It's a little too early. I can't really say I'm hoping for much though.
Right.
I mean, the animation is fairly detailed, and you get to see some nice views of like the village and everything. But
Okay. How many episodes have been released so far?
One.
Oh. Oh,
It's
okay.
the start of the season, dude.
Okay. Well, I might check it out. I don't know.
Planning to watch.
Yes.
And aside from that, Darker Than Black finished, which was basically just a commercial for the third season. Watch some Aoi Bungaku. I basically watched the entire thing except like the last episode or 2 episodes. It's one of those like 2-parter things that they kind of like just sew together.
One of those.
Yeah, I think they had a couple of those actually. It's good, but it's kind of twisted.
How twisted are we talking here?
Well, let's see. There's this one episode, well actually 2 episodes that kind of have, it's funny, the stories are actually kind of different ones, like I think there's 6 separate stories, but they do them in 2-episode kind of sections. And so there's one where this guy was basically, he like lived in this jungle and he was kind of a bandit, and he would basically steal things from people, except he would he wouldn't kill them, he would let them go if they basically ran away naked.
Okay, go on. I'm actually interested now.
Well, the thing is, that would only happen with the guys. With the girls, he would basically make them his wife.
Ah, okay.
He has like 8 exes, and they all live with him in the jungle. How fortunate.
So this guy's pretty much the Japanese version of Tiger Woods, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
I don't remember Tiger Woods ever going into the jungle and beating people over the head with a golf club.
I know. It's just more of the, 8 ex-wives comparing to double the amount he has.
Yeah, whatever. That's not even the weirdest part. Oh, he gets this new wife, and of course she's like this whole beautiful, loyal girl or whatever from the city, and basically she kind of manipulates him into killing all his other ex-wives.
Alright.
Yeah, and then also she forces him to carry her back over to where the ex-wives are before that, and then after that she forces him to go back over to the city so that they can basically eat something besides gigantic boar. And basically, to spoil the ending, well, first, one thing that is really twisted is the girl, once they get to the city, the guy's still stealing from people, so he's like killing them, and for some reason he decides, hey, this is a good idea, I'll bring her back to the head of the person I just killed to get their money. And so that kind of becomes her thing, and it basically makes the heads into kind of like her Barbie doll. Like brushes their hair, makes up these little stories.
Creepy.
Yeah. And on to the ending, which is the actual spoiler, important spoiler part. The guy basically decides, fuck you, I'm going back to the jungle. And so she finally, has her little dare moment, and she's going to go with him. And she can't live without him, and then she goes back with him. And the thing about the main character is he actually, most people think of Sakura blossoms, the little pink things that are always flowing. Most people think those are good. The guy's completely terrified of them. That's actually kind of the thing. He's comparing the Sakura petals and all that to this girl who is absolutely insane. And so he, he takes the girl back over to this tree that he's been afraid of for all these years, and every time it blossoms, he just runs away like a little bitch. And so finally gets there, and I think they're like reminiscing as they go there, and he's like, I remember you were carrying me here before, and, all that, and they finally get there, and once he gets there, he chokes the shit out of the woman. Yeah.
Interesting. It is like you got my Code Geass and Neon Genesis in my anime in some sort of ways.
And in 2 episodes. What a feat.
Yeah. Oh, ingenious!
Yeah, so he...
No, I'm just saying, brilliant!
Yeah, so he does, obviously.
Nice, very nice.
And let's see. Finished Toaru Kagaku no Railgun.
Oh yeah, I kind of been loosely knowing that series a little bit. Didn't it just release its last episode recently?
No,
I don't know if it's the last one.
It still has like half a like 12, 13 episodes left.
Oh, okay.
Just the subbers are taking a holiday, who wants to sub right now?
Okay, I gotcha. How is it so far, in your opinion? Because I kind of been wanting to watch it. I've just been curious about it.
I like it. I mean, there are some times where it's just basic, humor. Sometimes it gets pretty serious. Sometimes you just don't understand it at all, but you eventually just get to the point. I mean, even though it's just straight up good, that's all.
It's better than Index.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, okay, alright.
At the very least, it's kind of more genuinely funny.
I mean, yeah, because the last episode, the main character, we'll just call her Railgun. I mean, because I can't remember her name right now. She wanted to wear this. Yeah, Misaka. She wanted to wear this this outfit that she saw in the mall, which was pretty childish looking. I mean, it was all full of colorful polka dots and frilly and everything. I think it was a child size, but she didn't want anyone to look at it, and so she waited till like the end of the episode and no one to see her, so she was able to wear it. And when she did, she went to the holographic room, which it was basically a beach area, and because they were supposed to wear these beach outfits to model for a certain group of people and advertisers or something like that. So she went to that area, and then she accidentally turned on the camera, and then her whole entire picture was shown outside on the building live, and then the Toaru Kagaku, Toaru Majutsu no Index main character, which is Toma. Yeah, Toma. Yeah, the main character, Toma, saw her, and she was like, "What the hell?" And it was like, and then she's like, oh man.
Awesome.
So yeah,
you might have helped us list Kuroko in the next part.
Yeah, so in many ways it's pretty good. Hopefully it gets better.
Okay. I'll probably hop on to it next week. Probably will. That or probably my downtime after playing a shitload of Mass Effect.
And on a slightly related note, the game I've been playing recently is Dragon Age Origins.
Oh yeah. So I know you've been playing a lot of it, and you already know my opinion about it. But for people who don't know,
Zero's versus Mass Effect, I know. Gotta admit, there's probably a lot more shit in it though.
Very true. That game has fucking 60 hours worth of shit, plus if you want to do the side missions, or if you want to replay the game as a different race. It's just, it's a shitload of stuff in there. I wouldn't be able to get through the game, just for the fact that there's like so much shit you have to go through. I mean, there's good shit, but it depends on taste.
Sounds like my kind of game. I don't want my games to end.
Yeah. And then of course you can have sex with, any person really, including an elf, which people think an elf equals woman when actually in this game elf equals man, which means you can have gay sex if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be testing out that part of the game.
Yeah. Spare them
I'm
away.
really doing... Over?
No, I was just making fun of the blue alien thing from Mass Effect.
Oh, hey, lay off. She may be blue, but she's mine.
At least she's a she.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I may have a blue alien child in the next game, so I don't know what may happen, but go on if your Dragon Age talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to do like one playthrough as like warrior and then one as a mage, but they're both going to be male and they're both going to be, fucking women. Yeah, there are a lot of people that have some really weird tastes. I'm not one of them.
So for people who do not know what Dragon Age is, what type of game is Dragon Age?
Simplest way to put it is to take an MMO and put it offline, and that's basically what.
Okay. I know that I remember watching about it, that Dragon Age it's like it's in this fantasy fantasy where there's orcs and there's mages and wizards and whatnot, but you have this kind of wheel that you or you can pause the game and then like Mass Effect, like choose what whenever you're in a battle with a party, and like you can choose which person can do what, a spell or a different attack. It's the same thing as Mass Effect, and they kind of put that in the game, and then on top of that they have that that dialogue tree that BioWare is known for in their recent games, which is very in depth. And I heard that there's actually better character development in this game than there was in Mass Effect.
Probably. I know I'm finding the interactions to actually be more entertaining than the gameplay, personally.
Hey, tell me this.
To an extent, at least.
Yeah, I remember you telling me the story where you were with this merchant and you were talking to him, and then.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The thing is, I'm still kind of like, sometimes I go into an area and I don't really like I save, and then I kind of like just fuck around for a little bit. So basically what happened was, I was talking to this priest and this merchant that was having a problem. The merchant was selling things for really, really high prices, and obviously the priest doesn't like this because, you know, it's an old bag. And so what happens is they try to get me to finish the whole fight, and the guy asked me if I'll do something for some money, and I'm like, sure, if the price is right. And so the guy tells me to tell the priest woman to, you know, fuck off. So I asked the woman, well, can you beat that offer? She says, of course not, because she's a priest and she doesn't have any money and blah, blah, blah. So they're like, well, you're going to have to go. Bye-bye. And then after that, I don't remember if it's activated by me or by the other guy, but I'm like, the guy's like, he says something about making a lot of money, and I say something like, oh, so you're making a killing? So am I! And I slice his head.
Nice.
It was very fun. Alistair didn't approve, but Morgan sure as hell did.
Very awesome. It's just those type of things in BioWare's games is that, you know, you have a bit more freedom to kind of manipulate the situation as you please sometimes. And in that instance, chopping the guy's head off at the end, that was awesome.
I didn't make it permanent, but it sure as hell was fun.
Ah, yes.
Also, the dog is a thing where, as one of the like talking things, instead of actually talking to the dog thinks that there's something around that he can get, and you can kind of send him off and he can get it. One of the times it was a pair of underwear.
What type of underwear are we talking about? Women's or men's?
I'm not sure.
I can imagine a dog brings back like some girl's panties, or in this case, actually, you know what? Did they wear panties back in that era?
How long ago are you talking about?
Like with the age of dragons and knights and castles.
They should at least wear loincloths.
Yeah, it was the guys were something like that.
Okay. But go on.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because once the dog comes with that, you're like, wait a second, you're not expecting me to wear this, dude. I think there's actually a option where you're like, well, it has to at least be cleaned first.
So this is pretty much the same. So this is pretty much the same dog in Fallout 3, except in this world he brings you random shit, or in this case, underwear.
He's probably a bit tougher than the one in Fallout 3.
Yeah, that dog in Fallout 3 was very, very weak. Although, I do admit, whenever I needed
Dude,
ammo,
this thing is like a pit bull on steroids. Like, seriously.
Nice. Yeah, my dog in Fallout 3, he was a bit of a nuisance. I mean, it was cool that he can get ammo and food for me at times I needed it. But other than that, even like, sure he can attack, but he was just like more of a liability to anything else. But sounds cool. Sounds awesome.
My dog in Dragon Age got me a very nice bottle of wine.
Awesome.
He's actually got a pretty good area effect, kind of a stun thing, where he can, I think it's called Dreaded Howl or something. I've used that and it's been really useful.
Nice. Awesome.
Can't really say much more about it since I'm kind of in the early stages and just kind of like getting my party together. I
Okay.
just got Leilana, which is like the crazy redheaded bisexual chick that she's being talked to by God.
Isn't
We've all known one of them.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of funny that every time you like have a conversation with somebody after you just came after a battle, like you're covered in complete blood, like you massacred a whole army?
Eh, it makes sense.
Yeah, but like say like you just kill like a pig, and then suddenly you're just covered in like this complete armor-filled blood stain, and you're talking to somebody just like no big deal.
I admit it was kind of funny seeing the crazy red-headed bisexual chick with all the blood on her. Yeah, she's like, I want to go away from the Sentry and join you. You just look at her and she's covered in red and you're like, yeah, gee, I wonder why you didn't fit in there.
You could be my tank from afar. You do all the hard work. I'll just sit and watch.
I think she's more of a rogue, actually.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
And that's about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, with that, we'll take a short break, and then the next segment, I won't tell you what it is, but when I do tell you, yeah, you guys will listen in and you'll be interested. But all I'm gonna say is it's gonna be about games. So stay tuned.
Real descriptive.
Hello, welcome back to Mission Start episode 7. As we are back, I didn't say what we're going to talk about, but I will tell you now. The topic we're talking about is that all the games that were released in the fall, or we're going to release in the fall, were pushed back to spring of 2010. It is now the spring of 2010, and now we're already in the kind of midst of the games that are coming out, but also the fact that there are more intensive games coming out this spring than there ever have been for the past several spring, fall, whatever lineup you want to call it, the past several years. So, to quote from a Red vs. Blue comic, as Gus says from Red vs. Blue, wow, there are a lot of games coming out this year. And then Griff, yeah, it's ridiculous. Halo Reach, Fable 3, WoW, Cataclysm, Splinter Cell Conviction, Super Street Fighter 4, Bayonetta, Skate 3, Red Dead Redemption, Dark Void, Darksiders, Dante's Inferno, Final Fantasy 13, Blur, Bad Company 2, Alan Wake, Dead Space 2, Star Trek Online, God of War 3, Star Wars The Old Republic, Crackdown 2, Dead Rising 2, Arkham Asylum 2, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, Guild Wars 2, Just Cause 2, Heavy Rain, Green Day of Brockman, Rage, StarCraft 2, Mass Effect 2, Bioshock 2, Lost Planet 2, Divinity 2, Mega Man 10, Tron Evolution, Spec Ops, UFC 2010, Medal of Honor, Prince of Persia, Canon Lynch 2, Alien vs. Predator, Singularity, Split Second, Max Payne 3, Ghost Recon, not to mention all the music and sports games. Dude, I hear, right? And then Griff responds, I'm getting the gamer performance anxiety. So you can see that all of these games are coming out this spring, although Splinter Cell Conviction was delayed a few months later, which is, all good for us. But, okay, so with all these games coming out, like, the effect of the average consumer, the effect of the gamer, like, how would you budget to even buy these games? It's like you have to at least choose like one or two and wait till like the summer or even the fall. So like, what do you guys think of all these games that were in the fall but like pushed back into the spring because they were afraid of Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2 coming out?
I know I hear a lot of numbers. 2, 1, 3, 4.
I hear a lot of $50.
Yeah. Yeah, majority of these games that are going to come out are going to be, full price games. But also the fact that these games are they're not, the kind of third tier kind of average games. Most of these games are actually, AAA to really good games that you really must play, which makes it harder for the consumer to go out and buy, which game should I.
Yeah, well, part of it is also that it kind of hits the different points. Like they're obviously from different genres. There's, the WoW thing, which has quite a large fan base that I don't particularly want to talk about.
Yeah. There was.
You got Splinter Cell that kind of goes into like more of the stealth stuff, and then.
There's a multiple different type of genres that's hitting in this lineup. You got the people who are the comic book nerds. You got the people who are the kind of UFC sports guys. You got the people who are first-person shooter guys. You got a multiple areas that they're hitting. Are you gonna say something, Nate?
Oh no, I was just using something. Anyway, go on.
Oh, okay. So with all these games coming out, I kind of look at this list, and I kind of know the games I want to get, but then I'm already planning for summer, just for the fact that I won't be able to buy all these games. I mean, there's no way unless I had somebody else helping me, but the games I would want to get I want to get is StarCraft 2, Mass Effect 2, BioShock 2, what else? Dante's Inferno. There's some really good games I do want to get. It's just the fact that whether getting them, now or later. But tell this to the average gamer, and first thing they'll think is fuck yeah, so many awesome games. And then the second thing is oh shit, well I'll have enough money for all of them.
2 words: LAN party.
Oh yes, that or crap, what do you call it? Not Netflix, but it's for Netflix for games. Shit, I'm forgetting right now.
GameFly.
Yeah, GameFly. Or any other, or maybe even trading your games with your friends and kind of powering through any game that they might have bought. But any sort of strategy probably to help out. But I think it is more of a broader view. With all these games coming out this spring, do you think that sales will go up for the video game industry because of this? Or will the sales differ between which game? I can't talk. Differ game to game, depending on on what games come out, week per week. Do you think that the video game industry will get a boost, or will get a small boost from this lineup?
I think that it'll get a little boost for now, but eventually it'll start to decline due to the all the games coming up in one time, because since you have you only have a certain amount of money in your pockets, but then all of a sudden you can't buy everything at once, because you only have a certain amount of money in your pocket. So once all the money is gone, you can't buy all the time. I mean, you can only buy so much. So then eventually that stuff fades away, and then so to say you buy Modern Warfare right now, you buy Mass Effect 2 later, so to say StarCraft 2 comes out, you don't really have the urge to want to buy that later.
Right, and also the fact that we're in a recession, and all these games may be great, but it doesn't help the average Joe who wants to buy all these games. It doesn't help that he can only choose only a few and then buy some later. It all reminds me of the time of the kind of the crash in the 70s with video game industry, where you had these great titles coming out. There were just so many good titles, and everybody was buying them. And it was, a great time for the video game industry until they got to the point where they had nothing else to, after that year, like, they had nothing else to sell. Like, they weren't selling. People thought it was a fad, and then eventually it led to this, the closing down of video game companies and closing down of big ones like Atari at the time, and like video game industry possibly going out of business. So I mean, like, it kind of reminds me of it right now, and I don't want to say it could happen, but these are the games coming out this year. We will probably make a good gain off of a good profit off of these games of this year, but I'm already thinking of, okay, so what games are we gonna have for next year? It's kind of like the, are we, like a backup plan for, in case any of these games fail.
Personally, I think that in all likelihood, across the board, sales will probably be up, but on maybe specific, like, smaller games, things will kind of wane down. Because I don't really think that there's enough money for, like, everyone's probably going to, like, buy one or two games this quarter or whatever. But you got to make the cut somewhere. I mean, nobody's going to go out and buy every single game, even if there's probably, like, several games in each genre that people can pick, and they're going to go for what they want, or maybe they get one from this genre and then another from another genre, and that kind of, like, gets them through the year or half of the year.
Right, true. That is true. What do you think, Nate?
Well, I think I already got my cut. I mean, I already got 2 games now. I don't really want to spend much right now. I mean, I don't really, I mean, it's like, that's already a lot of money.
Right, that is true. I'm just thinking, okay, so with all these games coming out, I'm just thinking, okay, you have, let's get an example. Let's say Gamer A went and buy Arkham Asylum 2, and he loves the game, and then it's great. But then Gamer B sees Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, but also gets to Arkham Asylum 2. Over time, many gamers are going to be choosing, which games they want to buy and which games they're not going to buy. And the games that may be lost in the shuffle, kind of like the effect in every fall of every year for the game industry, where there'll be all these great games coming out, and then the small kind of games that won't be even noticed, kind of like the Portal or kind of like the Mirror's Edge type of games, like they will be kind of looked over, and like it was a good, like the kind of game where you wanted to play, but you got something better in your point of view. With these games that are coming out, I sent you guys the list or the comic that has all the names on it. Out of these games, which games do you think will be overlooked? In your opinion? Yeah.
I think Bayonetta will be overlooked.
Really? Wow, Bayonetta?
Yeah, and probably, I think, well, Lost Planet 2 is already overlooked because it's already because of Modern Warfare 2, because comparison.
Yeah, Bayonetta, I think that's a surprising pick, but I mean, what's your reason why you think Bayonetta will be one of those overlooked games of this year?
Well, it's just a guess right now because I've only seen one gameplay video, 2 of them, and you compare it with another action game like what do you call it, Devil May Cry. I mean, you still can't compare it with that or something like that. I mean, I still got to try it out myself or something like that. And unless something else comes along that, or if someone else says it's really good and it gets more popularity, then I don't know, you know.
Right, I hear you. I think out of this list, I would say would be overlooked. In my opinion, would be Star Trek Online. Sorry, Trekkies. I just think that game will be overlooked, just because WoW and Blizzard are pretty much gods at this point in the MMO space. Let's see. The other games I think will be overlooked. I think the other game will be overlooked would be Mega Man 10, because like Mega Man 9, it was great on Xbox Live. People did love it. People did download and buy it. I don't think it'd be the smash hit it was last year. I think this year with Mega Man 10, I think it'll be overlooked just because one, it probably won't be advertised as much, because last game I don't remember being advertised as much.
Only the hardcore fans would probably go into it.
Yeah, I know. The only hardcore really love the Mega Man games. I think they would probably look for it, but I think that'll be one of those overlooked games. I think it will be for this year. By the way, Mega Man 2 is still fucking the best Mega Man ever. Okay. The other game I think will be overlooked this year. I think Green Day Rock Band. I think. Okay, we had the Beatles Rock Band.
I can only hope.
Yeah, like we had the Beatles Rock Band, which they probably are the only other band in the world that can deserve their own video game for Rock Band. Green Day, I just don't see how. I mean, they've been together for a long time. I just don't see how they can be, a worthy band. I mean, they didn't really change the scape of music. I mean, like they weren't, they're a great band, but they didn't change anything as far as how we listen to music nowadays. I mean, I may be wrong, but like it doesn't vibe to me. It really doesn't. I mean, like eventually we're gonna get Green Day Rock Band, YouTube Rock Band, because we already got Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, which is so fucking awful. I just don't see how that would be. I mean, like, the only fans who probably will go for it is Green Day fans, but I think that would be one of those overlooked games, or kind of looked at over and kind of not, because you can probably just buy those songs on the Rock Band iTunes list. I can't remember. Was it you could buy it on the Rock Band 2 kind of list, or on online DLC. Yeah, there we go. So I just don't see that going on. I mean, there's a lot of games that could be overlooked. I mean, there's a lot of games that could be and could not. I'll say this last one though. I think Alien vs Predator will probably be one of the overlooked games that will come out, because from what I saw and what I've heard, it's not sounding the best, and story-wise, it never was a good story. Multiplayer might be interesting, but I'm sensing AVP is gonna be like one of those okay games. I mean, I don't see it really progressing any better than it once was. Maybe it was good back in the day in 2000 when it first came out for PC, but a renewed version of AVP, I don't see it jiving. I don't think it's gonna go too well, and I think it'll be one of those other overlooked games coming out.
Personally, my thing with Green Day Rock Band is just that I don't see anybody wanting to listen to like American Idiot for the 15,000th fucking time, or Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Yeah.
My God, man, hang it up. It was like, wasn't it playing for like 2 years straight? This fucking songs.
Yeah.
They were good the first 20, 30, maybe 40 times. Everything after that. Ah!
Yeah, I like more of the early stuff. But go on.
Yeah. It kind of seems like they would probably do better if they were trying to hit certain genres of the music, like maybe rock band metal, rock band punk, something along those lines.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about bands is there are bands that are usually pretty good, but generally you have, even the best bands, it's like maybe 3 or 4 songs in an album that are good, and then the rest kind of suck.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you add in other bands in the same genre, then you, at least if it's 3 songs in each album, there's like 10 bands, so you got 30 songs instead of like just one album and it's 3 that are good and the rest are just filler.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It would be a good investment if they did like a rock band genres, like rock band. I mean, yeah, rock band metal or rock band, alternative rock. And get the best of the best. That would be a great idea. If you guys listening to us, Octane, that'd be a good idea for the next game.
I'd like some royalties, please.
Yes, royalties. But do go on.
Yeah, I just don't see it going very far. The whole rock band thing, it just seems like they're kind of trying to justify people buying all the peripherals in order to use it and just sort of adding games on.
Mm-hmm. At one point, eventually, we gotta ask yourself, like, when is it too much? Like, how many plastic instruments do we need in our household, really?
Well, we have Rock Band Camp. That's when we know shit's really hit the fan.
Oh, yeah. That and we'll eventually get to Rock Band, old school or Rock Band country.
Maybe Rock Band techno.
But any other games from that list you see could be also overlooked this year?
Let's see. Just from my intuition, I would say I kind of don't really think that Skate 3 is going to have much impact. I mean, maybe it will because of how I'm not sure that Tony Hawk's game with with the skateboard, the actual board as a controller, that probably may have.
Oh, that game?
I don't think it really went very well.
Yeah, that game sucked, dude. the Tony Hawk game. Oh man, that was so bad. It was funny too because I saw you saw that video of that dog on the skateboard, like nailing all these tricks off of it.
No.
Oh man, it was so funny. This dog was just sitting on the board, and like it was funny because he was actually kind of sitting there, and like he was on the, just kind of moving around, and he was scoring points on the game, and he actually at one point like he sat on the back end of the skateboard and it made it spin, and like he was able to like nail a trick and like get like I don't know like 1,000, 2,000 points. It just proves that kind of skateboard idea that they had for it was just a really awful idea, and it was just so bad. But I can see why Skate 3. I mean, like, Skate 1, Skate 2 was great on its own, and I think it could have been just left alone with DLC. But like, if they bring along Skate 3, it's almost kind of going down towards the Tony Hawk kind of era where they, what else can they throw in, type of deal.
Yeah, I really don't know if they're going to be able to bring anything new to it.
Yeah. Anything else from the list?
Yeah, there's like 5.
Go on, my brother. Preach on.
Alright, well, the ones that haven't been touched on, I would say probably, I don't even know what the hell Rage is.
Rage is that game that it's making that they kind of showed like a trailer to like a year or two ago. It was basically it was their new IP. I'm trying to think. Think of Mad Max, but like really brown. Like the entire world is like really brown and gray.
Sounds inviting.
Who knows? But yeah.
Kind of like Borderlands without the cell shading.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I don't think any more needs to be said about that.
We haven't seen anything new about out of Rage as far as, new gameplay footage or, anything new. But, yeah, Rage could be one of those overlooked games that, possibly nobody cares about. I mean, look at the last 8 games that they made. Doom 3? Wolfenstein. Yeah. Not the best, but, average okay games.
And aside from that, I don't think I've really seen much of a Tron Evolution.
Nor have I. I think, well, see, that's going to be interesting. It's just the fact that if it nails as far as new stuff they can bring into it, but also kind of nailing that nostalgia of what the movie brought. Yeah, we haven't seen much of it. It could also be overlooked. But, isn't that, like, is that movie come out this year? Tron Evolution? Or that Tron movie they're working on? Or is that next year?
I'm not sure when it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I know is I just don't expect anyone... I don't see this being on the list of anybody who's, like, under the age of 20.
Very true.
Yeah, they remember probably saying, "What's Tron?" They remember saying, "What's Tron?"
Yeah. And I remember this game, actually, I think, now that I remember, I think this game was supposed to come out with the movie. So it has that tag of a video game movie, which all video game movies have never been as great or never been as good. The only games that were, as good were Spider-Man 2, I think. Maybe 1 and 2, maybe. But, as far as it goes, as far as video game movies.
There's one recently that was pretty good. Can't remember the name.
I don't remember at the moment. Yeah.
But sure as hell was an Iron Man.
Oh, yeah. So, what else is your picks for overlooked game of the year?
I guess, yeah, I'll just go with 3. Kane Lynch 2, Alien vs. Predator, Singularity probably.
Okay. Kane and Lynch 2 was an interesting case because didn't the first one it didn't sell that well? Like, it was average, and then there was a whole debacle what happened with GameSpot and how, they were trying to make Jeff Gerstmann review it and then re-review it just because he gave it a low score.
Yeah, I have no idea about any of that. I just know I heard it didn't sell well. I heard there was going to be a second one. I'm like, why?
Yeah, Kane and Lynch, I thought when I first saw the trailers, I thought it'd be an interesting game. I thought, you're the duel that you're going to be with, one's kind of a homicidal maniac, and the other guy is just fighting, because he has no choice to. And I thought it'd be a great game, and I was hoping for it until it came out. It got average reviews, and didn't do too well, and I kind of lost hope after that. Making a second game, I guess they made enough money to the point to where they can make a second game. Although I'm kind of asking too, like, why are they making a second one? I mean, the first one was okay. I don't know how the second one will be. I mean, like, as far as how they're going to improve upon it. I mean, if they are going to make the second one, I'm hoping that they improve a lot what they messed up on the first one. And we're talking about major stuff that they fucked up on.
I have no idea. I haven't played it. I can only assume it's like Army of Two, except attempting to have some actual personality besides, ooh, I'm going to shoot them with my diamond-encrusted bullets.
Yeah.
Black motherfucker!
Now that you mentioned it, it does remind me a lot of Army of Two. Except, one's in giant armor, the other one isn't. But, yeah, I do agree. APP, Alien vs. Predator, and Singularity will probably be in their games be overlooked this year. Yeah, but, good choice, or I mean not good choices, but good, as far as these games could possibly, any of them, well, part of them can be possibly overlooked, because of all these slew of games coming out this year.
I kind of wish Singularity didn't have that one though.
Yeah, I know. Ah, bad timing. Bad timing. So, okay. Last question. Out of these games, and you have to choose one, which one would you want to buy? Alex, I'll pick you first.
Huh. I'd say for me, it's kind of three-way between probably Final Fantasy 13, Alan Wake, and Max Payne 3. But that's kind of tentative because I don't know what the hell they're doing with Max Payne 3 at the moment, and I just don't know if I'd want to be playing an RPG all that goddamn time. I'd probably want to go with Alan Wake.
Wow, that's kind of an interesting pick, because I've known you've always been the Splinter Cell guy. Like, you've played all the Splinter Cell games and you like the series. I was thinking you'd go with Splinter Cell Conviction, but wow, Alan Wake. Wow, that's a awesome pick.
Well, Splinter Cell's kind of the obvious choice in a way.
Mhm. Right. That's cool.
It's like, yeah,
No, I'm just saying that. Go on. Sorry.
I kind of want to see what it does, but at the same time, Alan Wake kind of seems like it might stand the test of time a bit more, have a bit more personality to it.
Right. And it's been in development for so long. Like, you kind of wonder, after so many years being working on it, like how this will shape out.
Yeah, it's like I don't really trust what Max Payne has become. Alan Wake, it's at least somewhat new.
Mhm. Right. So, Nate, we haven't heard you in a while. So, what game?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I know you're there. So, what game would be your wife if you had to choose?
My wife? Okay.
Whoa, he's not James Franco here.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Okay, probably, for me it'd probably be a four-way decision because I can't decide from either Mass Effect 2, Bioshock 2, Dead Space 2, or Bayonetta. Yeah, I can't decide between those four.
Four-way, huh? So you like it as a orgy? That's okay. I see it.
You know what? You're pretty perverted, okay?
It just made it sound wrong, man. I just had to put it out there.
Even I have my restrictions.
I have none. All right. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, because I've already played Bioshock and Mass Effect completely, so I just wanted to know what the sequel is. Even though I already played some of these games already, I can already predict what they'll look like and how they'll end. So, but these two, Mass Effect and Bioshock, they look like they'll have unique twists in it. As for Dead Space 2, I haven't finished the first one yet, so I still got to get back to that. Bayonetta, like, since I was talking about that earlier, I kind of want to play that myself, so, yeah.
Good choices. Although I have to say, because I'm going to get it, but what I've heard of Bayonetta is like the perfect otaku game. You want tea shots, and do you want some some shots of fan service? It has that. If you want some story, in-depth anime style type of.
You just don't stop, do you?
No, seriously, no. This game, really quickly, Bayonetta, like, it enjoys its being very, very over-sexualized to where it is very more comical than anything else. I mean, at one point, okay, so you're Bayonetta, you're doing all these, awesome tricks, and then, like, half the time, you're naked because, well, partially you're naked because...
See, you're not stopping right now.
No, seriously, I'm not kidding. This is why I'm not kidding. Bayonetta is like this over-sexualized otaku game. Like, if you look at the end where she dies, or like, if you die in the game.
Oh, you just ruined the ending for everyone who's listening.
No. I meant like dying as in, like, in the game where, if you like just die, not like.
That's the same thing as dying in real life.
I meant like when she dies.
Wait. Are you comparing a game over screen to dying in real life?
No. That was late. That was made on
No.
Wow. But what I'm trying to say is the game over screen in Bayonetta is that it's all kind of, it's very dark red, but you can see it like this kind of tentacle monster like grabs her and pulls her
What
down
the heck, man?
And like there's a close, like if you like look really closely, like the tentacles are like groping her her big tits. Like,
Anyone under 16 should turn off the file right now.
Oh, we're gonna get explicit tags so much on iTunes. Fun times. Anyway, Bayonetta is an awesome game, and I'm going to get it. It's pretty much Japan the game. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
To be fair, you should expect perversion from him already.
Yeah, that's true. I am single.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyways, what were we talking about before I went off this wild tangent? Oh yeah, your choices. That's right. Okay, so the choices you made were it could be overlooked games. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying overlooked games. I'm saying, wow, my mind's went completely
I don't think Mass Effect 2 would have been overlooked.
Yeah. I think
you burned out his brain by getting him talking about Bayonetta.
Yes.
The tits and ass have taken over his mind.
Exactly.
My mind had just had an orgasm, so. Okay, I'll stop now.
Okay, clean the keyboard, kid.
All right, so okay, so let me finish off with what I think would be my pick of the out of these games, and
It's Bayonetta.
you may think it's Bayonetta, but no, it's not. There's so many good games on here that I really want. Like, there are too many I would really want to play, but if I had to choose one, of them,
StarCraft 2.
it would have to be. Oh man, it's between StarCraft 2 and Mass Effect 2, because StarCraft 2 has been a long time in development. We're talking about 10 years, almost Duke Nukem stages, Duke Nukem Forever stages, which, on a side note, it is still being worked on. The voice actor confirmed it, so irony there. But
Quite cryptically, by the way.
yeah.
What about God of War 3?
See, well, I would say God of War 3 if I had a PS3, and if I played, past God of War 1 and 2 on the PS2. I did play it for the PSP, which was fucking awesome, but, I mean, like, if I had a PS3, which, if I had, then yes, I may say God of War 3, which, wouldn't be a surprise. But at the moment I have a, PC and Xbox 360. But, out of those two, StarCraft 2 and Mass Effect 2, out of these games, StarCraft 2, as I said, long in development, and I've been a StarCraft fan since the beginning, and I've been waiting for so long for the second one to come out. and to see new details on on the new story wise, in multiplayer and kind of everything coming out, especially for the Protoss. I've been enjoying every moment of it, and hopefully this will be the year. Hopefully, Blizzard releases it. I just hope it doesn't come out to where it's fucking $60 for each fucking campaign. Because if they do that type of shit, I will be pissed. I might, I won't say boycott it or torrent it, but I'll just be a very angry StarCraft 2 fan. On the other side of things, Mass Effect 2, which is coming out next week. Yeah, Mass Effect 2. I'm going through Mass Effect 1 to finish and get ready for Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is such a great story-driven game, and it does embrace you into this very detailed, very lush world where you're shepherded in your own point of view, either you're by yourself or kind of like in another type of person you want to view Shepard as a female or a male. You have these relationships you built with the first game carries over to the second game. It's like I wouldn't say Star Trek, but let's see. I want to say Stargate. I don't know. Some good sci-fi kind of. Like this is like season 1 was Mass Effect, the first one. Now we're going to season 2. A lot of questions pop up. A lot of new things are coming into, this time around. It's really one of those games where you can't help but stop and look and like watch or look at the conversation tree, because it is one of the best developed RPG games I've seen in a long time. I mean, Dragon Age is probably one of those other games that, be hard or be good to contest it, but it's from the same company, so they still make these great games.
Dragon Age is also out already.
Yeah, I know. Dragon Age came out, and you could totally tell from that game, like the talk tree that they have there is kind of really developed, really well done, and really nice by BioShock. Man, I cannot talk to tonight, can I?
You can never talk.
I can never talk. Yeah, what can I say? That, and I'm also kind of sick, so it's to be expected. But
Okay.
But Dragon Age, yeah, it came out, and it's a good game, but I just can't see myself putting that many hours into it as comparing to Mass Effect. I mean, well, I could. I don't know. I'm just more into sci-fi than the fantasy half the time.
There's also more shooting.
Yes, that is true. Mass Effect 2, there's a lot more shooting, which, it's going to be so awesome. And then...
I have a feeling that's the real point here.
But also the fact that there's a get the fuck out button now. So, like, in the middle of your conversation in Mass Effect 2, if you're talking to somebody and you don't like what they're saying, you can just pretty much interrupt them and, as we saw in one video, kick them out the window. Or push them off the ledge of a bridge. It is so awesome.
That I gotta see.
Oh, yes, I cannot wait. So, if it was me between StarCraft 2 and Mass Effect 2, I don't know. Those two games, they just give me such a... the game is such a gamer erection right now. I mean, yeah.
God, man, you stop.
Oh, I'm sorry for
You really need to stock up on towels.
I'm sorry for everybody listening who is under the age of 18, or if you're teenagers, you will know why, or at least you understand my side of things. Yeah. Anyways.
It's because
I
he's
will
desperate.
probably say worse at one point or another.
Yeah, I can only imagine how this would be if I ever got drunk or buzzed like last time. That would be interesting. Anyways, alright, well, with that, we'll take another short break, and we will be back to talk about a little more stuff, and then, yeah. So anyways, we will be back. We are back for Mission Start. We're going to cover a few news stories. We're going to cover the convention schedule, at least for the last half of this month. And then we'll go out with that, and then a little something else afterwards. But, I can tell you, honestly, I'm very lazy right now. I'm kind of, I want to do this, but kind of don't, that kind of feeling.
A lazy video gamer? I've never heard of that.
More or less, I kind of just want to.
Usually I'm the lazy one.
Yeah, more or less, right now I'm in that feeling where I want to sit down and just watch anime for the rest of the night and just not move. At least I'm not like that guy from that one episode of South Park where I'm like have my body contorted on the desk and like I'm eating Cheetos. I'm just kind of just lying there and just having my fingers only moving.
Is that the WoW episode?
Yeah, where the guy had no life.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I want to cover a few news. So we'll start off with something that we put on the news site on our website, Mission Star Podcast at weebly.com. The Mega Man 10 bosses were revealed this past weekend, thanks to a Capcom blog, also reported by GamePro. And I'll go off the list of the guys, and you can see the full render pictures on our website, and also follow the link. But I'll go in the order I put it on. So first we have Sheep Man, which has two kind of like rods on top of his back, and apparently he can, I don't know, use it to shoot lightning, which, it doesn't make sense, but alright, sure, whatever.
Fucking movie.
Yeah. The next one I put up is called Chill Man, which is just another substitute for Iceman, because in every Mega Man game, apparently there has to be at least one guy who is Ice affiliated, like Ice something, or something affiliated with it. So, yeah, meh. Oh, before I continue, if you guys checked out these pictures that I put up on the website, these Mega Man 10 bosses.
Sure, hold on. Yeah, describe
What
that.
happened with that?
Like these Mega Man 10 bosses, like, it's funny is that the thing is that the actual illustration is so much more detailed than the pixelated version. I mean, for obvious reasons, but it's like if you ever like got a game and like you saw this awesome artwork and then you play the game and it's completely different, it tricks you into buying the game.
You mean like Sheep Man?
Yeah, and like Chill Man, and just kind of like this. The illustrations are like really awesome, but like when you play the game, it's like a pixelated version of it, which is not the best. It's not fully HD whatnot. Actually, now I think about it, that'd be awesome if there was a Mega Man HD remix. Kind of like and they have for Street Fighter 2 HD remix. That would be actually a pretty awesome game. I mean graphic-wise, but like also it would be kind of cool to see. But anyways, I digress. The next one is Commando Man, which is he's like Gutsman in many ways, except he has like big ass guns in each hand, and he's green, obviously.
Check out my gun!
Yes, I brought the gun to the gun show, ladies.
He's got that 1,000-yard stare.
That's right, ladies, and I'm fully loaded. Fun times. Next one is Nitro Man, which is apparently has the body of a motorcycle and has a wheel in the back of his back. Yeah, it looks. I think it looks kind of like the crappiest out of the names I said so far. Well, maybe except for Sheep Man, but Nitro Man kind of looks eh. I think they could have done a better job with that.
All I can think of is how incredibly easy it must be to like slip while running that wheel and then get the worst rug burn ever.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably does. Alright, the next one is Blade Man. Or I like to call him Pencil Man. It's just because his body and shape, like, it's like, it looks, of course his arms are blades, his entire head is a blade, but like, it just, it just reminds me of the pencil video game that they had back then in the old PlayStation days. It was like, what was it? It's called Wacky Woody or something like that, and it was just a really horrible game. And it just reminds me of the character, but it's just a guy made of blades. So I don't know, meh. I gotta see what the power you get from him. Of course, you get some sort of blade, I'm guessing, but meh.
He slices, he dices, he chops tomatoes in 5/10 of a third.
he's the new what do you call it? What we'll call it? The guy who does not Billy Mays, but the guys who did the chop block or what the hell that was
I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He says like it was like you want to slice and dice, and a cheese. You just put it in the chop device and bam, you got 2 slices. Want to get 4? Bam, do it again. That guy, I can't remember. He
just throws the tomato onto the knife and then it just smoothly cuts it.
Yeah. They should do that for next.
I don't know about that. Was it like Ronco? That was the guy who did the, what you call it?
No, I'm thinking of the guy that he looks like the Scout. He has that headset on and he has like this kind of.
Oh, you mean the annoying guy who does all those towel commercials?
ShamWow.
Not the ShamWow.
Yeah, ShamWow.
Yeah, the same guy, the ShamWow, but he does it for this like chopping food thing. Yeah, something like that.
I've always seen him for the ShamWow one.
ShamWow.
I wonder if he used it to clean up Oscar's bloodstain.
I can only imagine.
Everyone still remembers that, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
Alright. Next boss.
Okay.
On the subject of this guy, though, I swear the guy looks like a katana had sex with a shark.
Very well put. Okay, the next one is Strike Man, which is basically a baseball, and he has arms and legs, and yeah, that's about it. Just kind of reminds me of like a bomb and
A baseball.
Yeah, it's a baseball, and he has arms and legs, and that's pretty much what Strike Man is. Apparently, he defeats you with his athleticism. Yeah, can't talk. My question is one of his powers, is it using steroids?
Yeah.
I know, it'd be funny if it was. Alright, the next boss
A
is...
robot using steroids?
You never know, he's Strike Man, he's a baseball athlete. The next one is... The next one is Solar Man, which looks like he has like the top of his head looks like a grill, like on top of an oven. What do you call it? To cook your soup or whatever. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, except it's like a big poof of like a fireball above his head.
To me, it looks like one of those. Oh. To me, it looks like one of those, I don't know, cannon things you see in games.
I guess. I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
I said I thought it looked like an ashtray.
Ashtray Man. That'd be funny. That'd be awesome as the next boss. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and the last boss.
What, he killed the guy by secondhand smoke?
Yeah, you just fill up his ashtray until he can't breathe anymore. That'd be funny. Alright, and last but not least, I have to say he's probably one of the funniest boss names and just kind of idea out there. Oops shit. I could probably edit that out, but his name is Pump Man. That's right.
Did you say Pump Man?
Yes. Pump
Yeah, he did. Big long pause. Yep.
I can't even come up with a joke for that.
Yeah, but it's just funny. Pump Man. I'm like, the one thing obvious, like, what does he shoot out? Well, after long periods of pumping, I'm pretty sure every guy would understand what he would shoot out.
Let's wait until he shoots that blood.
Well, sure. I mean, for all we all know, he could...
Gotta run empty sometime.
Exactly. I'm just wondering, like, does he like use like that handle to pump himself to shoot, or?
I see shrimp.
This is gonna be great. But yeah, those are the bosses. You can check them out on our website or on the follow the link to the blog for the high-res versions of it, so you can have a desktop image of Pump Man sitting on your computer if you wanted to.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a resolution for a desktop, man, unless you're like on one of those really old, like Windows 2000 old computers.
Yeah. I mean, like, it'd be funny one day your friend comes over and be like, "What's that?" "Oh, it's Pump Man." Like, who? You know, he pumps stuff and he shoots them out. In many ways. Yeah, I went there. Alright. The next story I bring up, okay, we all know that as gamers, like, we know, like, the most, we do some obsessive stuff, we do things like we stay outside of stores, like, late at night to get, the next gaming console or the next great game that comes out, right? Or at least seen on TV.
Yeah. My friend did that.
Really? Oh, right, your friend who got the Modern Warfare 2 game.
Mhm.
That is awesome. One time I saw, like, this, my mom and I were going to Walmart, and we saw this group outside sitting in chairs waiting for a Wii. And they're like 5, 6 of them, and like they're kind of like the middle age, kind of the alpha mom, kind of waiting there. And at first it's like awesome, but then later on I was kind of laughing to myself when I passed them by. But as the reason why I bring that up is because fans of the voice actor, who I will try to say, but I might fail. Yeah, Nate, you say it. I failed it.
Alright, her name is Kugamiya Ree. Last name's Kugamiya, but first name is Ree.
Yeah, also known as the voice actor who did Shana from Shigana no Shana, Louise from Zero no, shit.
Zero no Tsukaima.
There we go. And then she was also Nagi from Hayate, the combat butler, and other animes that she might have been that I can't remember at the moment. But
Other random Sundays that were just as completely forgettable.
yeah. But she had a autograph session recently at the headquarters, where they made a whole Toradora, and I forgot to say that. Yeah, she's also Taiga from Toradora. Where they did the whole anime voice acting thing. And the thing though is that what happened is that in order to get an autograph session, mind you, this is in Japan, you had to first buy the plate, which is like a Shana kind of cool looking artistic plate you buy online for $85. which were only like 1 of 50 online, so you had to buy them, and they were sold out in 30 seconds. No joke, 30 seconds. Man, can't even sell fucking tickets that fast with this type of shit. And let's see. So they had to buy the plates. Didn't let it show up at the building, and it was New Year's Eve. And I'm pretty sure these fans were pretty dedicated because they were showing up at the building, waiting for I don't know how long, and it was fucking 50-degree cold weather outside, waiting just for an autograph, just for a fucking autograph. And you know, there were some things that happened like as they were waiting. Of course, some of them took shifts. Like one from friends took the spot because they had to go to work, or they had to go to the bathroom, or or they had to sleep. It was just utterly insane. They had to wait. Hold on, there's more details on this. It's just, yeah, they had to wait outside in the cold just for a autograph from this voice actor, which given she got some good talent and everything, but these fans had to be some hardcore, dedicated fans that really.
There was 3 fans.
What?
It was 3 people. They identified themselves as Pony, ZU, and also named as Violet Melancholy, and Fire Inamitsu.
Oh, wait. Oh. Okay.
I'm just reading it right now.
I know. I've read it before and I reported on it. I can't remember the whole details on it, but I do remember like there were some fans who were waiting outside in the fucking cold just to get an autograph, which is, in my book, it's like you got some fucking hardcore dedication. So, yeah, but, yeah, I couldn't imagine how they, I couldn't imagine they go up to get the autograph and you see their hands, already, black from the cold and, shivering, I waited so long to get an autograph from you. Don't mind that my feet are freaking freezing and I can't feel my left arm. Yeah. The point being is that even though you may be a fan of, some voice actor or some actor, it is not worth waiting in the fucking cold to get an autograph, no matter how cool the person is.
Because they'll come back.
Yeah, seriously, they'll come back. Or you'll see them at, some anime convention where you can walk in the warmth and not, wait an entire day or two just to get a fucking autograph. Now, if it was Jean-Luc Picard, that'd be a different story, but, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, let's move on. Just little quick hits. This is actually, I think, kind of caters to you, Alex. Splinter Cell Conviction delayed for a few months to make it more awesome. Basically, they're taking the whole Batman Arkham Asylum approach, where they're going to delay the game a few more months just to make it, in the words of the developer, more awesome. No, for Splinter Cell Conviction, they're delaying this. They're delaying this for a few more months to make it more awesome, in their opinion. It was the same thing that Batman Arkham Asylum did back in the summer, because originally they were going to be released in June, but then they delayed it till August, the end of August, for the same reason. And it turned out well for Batman Arkham Asylum. It's a fucking great game, but for Splinter Cell, it's just funny that they're kind of taking the same route, and people who remember how Batman Arkham Asylum came out to be, people are gonna get on the hype train and say, oh shit, Splinter Cell Conviction is gonna be the fucking best Splinter Cell game of all time, But Alex, what do you think, man? Would you rather have it delayed and be worked on more, or do you want it kind of out, when it's supposed to be?
Might as well. I mean, if you're gonna have a game like that, you might as well at least have it be a good game. I mean, if a couple months will make it actually, get the bugs out of it and maybe add some good parts that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to put in, then sure.
Okay.
My only thing is I still remember when they first came out with the first trailer, and it was like Hobo Sam.
Oh yeah, old man Sam. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was different.
Have you noticed that like when in the first trailer, like he was kind of copying the same kind of the same moves that Altair was doing in Assassin's Creed, where he's walking in a crowd and he's kind of pushing off people, and then I mean like there was
That's what looked awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what made them change and decide to delay it.
Yeah. Although I kind of like the older Sam, because like Sam Fisher. I mean not Sam Fisher, but crap. Wait, yeah, that's his name, Sam Fisher. I'm saying, Sam Fisher's been he's been in since the first Splinter Cell, and like you can guess like it's been years. And he's gotten older and kind of more grizzled and whatnot. I kind of like the older version just for the fact that it shows that he's been through a lot, and like he's no longer with the agency. But like this newer version, he's clean shaven. He looks young. It just like I don't know. It just kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, it's it'll still probably be a good game, but just it's just the visual of the visual aging kind of just like he's young again for some odd reason.
I don't think he looks young.
I don't know. Maybe it's because he shaved and then he's actually older than you may think, and he just looks young.
It must be a shaving effect.
Probably. But yeah.
No, I was just actually kidding.
I'm well acquainted with that effect, actually.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, I still want you to grow out your beard and become the guy off the Geico commercials, the caveman.
I look enough like that guy already.
Nah, not yet. I want you to get to back when you were in high school.
That's a good thing, man.
Dude, you're gonna freak my mom out like that.
That'd be awesome. Dude, it'd be the perfect cosplay for the next anime convention. Be walking down, be like,
Sweet. You mean like we need to bring a cardboard thing that says so easy a caveman can do.
or I'd have him to wear a Geico shirt,
Oh god.
Not happening.
uh,
You really want me looking like one of those fancy hackers.
man,
Put shit around the waist? Come on.
Alright,
I
let's move on.
will not play tennis. Fuck you.
You could be the guy who you could be like in the motorcycle outfit, where he like gets off the motorcycle and he walks like a few steps towards the ladies. He looks at the billboard and he walks back to the motorcycle and leaves.
That's still a caveman.
I know, I'm just saying. Alright, let's move on before we go on off this wild tangent and become GFW, which was an awesome podcast, but no longer with us. Sad face. Alright, so, the next story I want to bring up is Beyond Good and Evil 2, officially being worked on and still in the works. Long ago, it was Beyond Good and Evil 2 was, it was announced at I think it was E3, right? Yeah. Like, they showed a teaser trailer that, yes, the second one is being on the works. And, for some time we haven't heard anything from them. We just, heard, the trailer, and then we saw this other trailer that might be Beyond Good and Evil 2. We're not too sure. But then, recently from Ubisoft PR said, yes, they're still in development, or as in the expirated comment, like, oh, those two are always in development. They may never come out. And they're talking about Beyond Good and Evil and some other game that they said, I can't remember at the moment. But like, yeah, it's yeah, it's just being worked on, and people are probably just complaining, like, there's not enough detail coming out of it. So I'm pretty sure, the PR and people who are working on it are tired of, hearing all the complainers and to say something, just like anything that, shut them up. Have you guys played Beyond Good and Evil, the first one?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I think I had it on my PC for a little bit, and then I lost it when I had to reformat. But I played like the first several levels. Yeah, I mean, it was one of the first of like early. I cannot talk. God damn it! It was one of the early video games that composed of a strong female lead in a video game. She wasn't over sexualized, or she wasn't this kind of obscure anime figure like body. Nah, she was like kind of like the tomboyish kind of type of girl that for some reason wore green lipstick, but like, was actually more of a girl, more of a human than, any other girl at the time of the video games.
It's an ass with a brain? How is this possible?
Yes, I know. It is very hard to think of anything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a rarity.
So it was one of the first. And from what I've heard, and what I've saw, because I remember watching the review of it too, Beyond Good and Evil, the first one, was a really good game, a really unappreciated good game that people should go back and play if they, not too busy playing, all the awesome games right now. But yeah, I mean, like, whenever you guys get the chance, or whenever any of you listeners, happen to be broke and you got no money, and you got internet and computer, I suggest you go find Beyond Good and Evil and download it, and either pay for it or torrent it. Although we do not support piracy, but probably right.
Just like, there's like, isn't there like some thing like direct to download or something? Or like actually buy a game and then download it?
True. You're probably right. Probably go off direct to drive and download it. I'm sure it's up there. Or better yet, go on Steam. Probably Steam has it too for a cheap deal. Yeah. But those are the stories that from our website that we reported on. Nate, you want to any news you want to bring up or that we might have missed?
Let me see. Okay. Pick topic, anime or games first?
We've been talking about games for a little while, so let's go to anime.
Okay. I'm not sure if I said this yet, but we probably said something on our site already, but K-On! Season 2 has been confirmed. According to the official website, it's been announced. They were predicting it at first, but it's officially been confirmed. So K-On! Season 2 will be out. There's going to be a live-action movie, Kimi ni Todoroki, which I don't think anyone's going to be really expecting much.
Because the last several live-action animes we had turned out to be, pretty crappy. Not the best in the world.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, basically expect like The Ring, except with romance and no horror.
I see. Oh, you're the one who watched it before, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. And
There's not really much to say about it except I like it.
okay. Light novel Densetsu no Yusha no Densetsu is going to be animated. I can't really say much about that, but it's a novel series that was serialized in a magazine since 2002, and about total sales that were about 3.8 million copies that were sold, so it was pretty good. So they decided to animate it.
Cool. Awesome.
And an anime movie of the light novel called Marduk Scramble has been announced. So that's going to be expected. Funimation, I don't know, whatever you call it, they've acquired a license for Seiken no Blacksmith and Hitalia Axis Powers. So
they're gonna dub Hitalia now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. I've been meaning to jump on that Hitalia anime series just for the fact it's like 5 minutes long in each episode. I have the whole series. Well, at least a shitload amount of episodes. But,
I'm not sure.
cool.
I'm not sure if they've acquired the license for the movie, but this is for the series.
You know what this means though? Like, now that Funimation is going to have it dubbed and brought over here, like you're gonna actually have the actual accents from each country. Like you have like somebody from England actually speaking in England, and then in the British, and you got somebody from like Russia to come over, or like of Russian descent. So you like have some guy sounding like fucking the guy off of GTA 4. Yeah.
It'll be pretty interesting since it's supposed to be a comedy too.
Yeah, very true. It actually drives up the stereotype, which is pretty funny.
And let's see, there's going to be a Blu-ray and DVD extra short anime special of Bakato Testo Shokanju. So there's going to be a special on. Yep.
They're ready.
Give me a special on that.
Damn, shit, that was fast. I just watched the second episode recently, and there's like I think only 12 episodes long.
Oh, wow. Really? Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, 13 episodes.
So I was like,
Yeah, 13 episodes.
damn, that is fucking fast, dude. I mean, alright, sure. I mean, I guess get a head start on it, but I mean, shit, alright. That's cool.
And in a girls trading card game called Lilpri, which is a trading card game that's played among girls, like usually between 6 to 9 years old. That's going to be animated into an anime, and that game was made from Sega.
Okay. I got nothing to
Nothing
say
to hear
about it.
about.
You can think like Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that.
Okay, I'm just like thinking
Except
like,
it's Sparkle.
yeah. I'm just thinking, it's like a girl version of Magic the Gathering, but nah, it's far too complex.
Says the series features
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It says the series features 3 small kids who long to be an idol. They transform themselves by a magical dance into high school girls. You got it?
Oh, well, that kind of changes a few things. I mean, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And a little more serious note. Voice actor of Madama no Oyaji, Isamu Tanaka passed away. The voice actor Tanaka Isamu passed away due to a heart attack in his Tokyo home on Wednesday, January 13th. He was 77. He played Madama Oyaji in Gegegen no Kitaro since 1968 till the most recent series in 2007.
What was the last character he played in 2007?
Let me check.
And that kind of sucks. Like
I'll send it to you guys soon.
Okay, but like I'm not.
If you guys.
Yeah, we'll just talk about
Yeah.
ourselves.
All right. I'll just tell you guys what he played. He played as Brass in Dragon Quest Dai no Daiboken. In 2007, he played Gegegen no Kitaro. He played the guy Madama Oyaji. And then he also played Madama Oyaji in Hakaba Kitaro, which is probably somewhat related to Gegege no Kitaro. He played as Shoujo in One Piece. And he also
damn. Now I'm
yeah,
sad.
and he also played as Igor or Igor. He also played as that Igor or Igor. Don't blame me if I just ridiculed that name in Persona Trinity of Soul.
See, it's funny. I mean, not to be morbid about it, but like, when you're like an anime fan of say like a voice actor dies, it's like some of the animes like you don't recognize, like you don't really care until you say like one of the names of the animes that you watch, and you're like, that dude died. Oh, now I'm sad.
And then I just found out some of his non-anime roles. He was also Igor in Persona 3, Japanese version. He was Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars Episode 1.
What?
And he was...
Wait. Jar Jar, the Japanese version of it? What?
Yeah, he was Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Japanese dubbed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I wonder if he can't be annoying.
I'm sad that this dude died, but like at the same time, like you voiced Jar Jar Japanese version. That's kind of that's kind of something you don't want to go out on. I mean, Jar Jar is very fucking annoying.
Yeah, I didn't have to say it, but still.
Yeah.
He is also Madama Yaji in Gege no Kitaro.
Yeah.
He was Gege no Kitaro mainly.
Okay. Damn though, but oh well. He will be missed.
And then final anime note. Manga and light novels anticipated to be animated among anime and industry. The top anticipated anime is called Saint Young Men. It's going to be a comedy. The second one is Ore no Imoto ga Kona ni Kawai Wake ga Nai. Damn, that's a long one. Yeah, that's a mouthful. I don't know what type of anime that's going to be, but it's going to originate from a light novel. The third one's called Chihaya Furu. It's nothing much said about that. Other notable titles is called Three Gatsu no Lion. Another one is called, I think it's called Pluto, or Pluto Yotsuba and. I don't know. That one's kind of corrupt and blank. The other one's called Nadaka Box. It's somewhat related to the creation of Bakemonogatari, and somewhat by the creation, like, the person who brought you Bakemonogatari brings you Medaka Box. And another one's called Kyoku Yowaku, and another one's called Moteki.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Awesome.
I found it funny with the second one.
The second one?
Yeah, I found the second one kind of funny because from what my little bit of understanding from translating Japanese comes from, it's like, my sister really isn't as cute as you think that she is.
Wait. Say that again?
But my little sister is not as cute as you think she is.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure.
That's got to be a comment.
That would be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, the news on it says, considering the popularity of the novel and having a professional animator, Kanzaki and stuff, its anime adaptation will be a big hit. So, yeah, it better be good.
Yeah. A quick little few things I want to add in to the anime coming out this year or whatnot. I forgot to mention, like, a few episodes ago, like, this year, Code Geass Season 3 is coming out, the rebirth of It's called The Birth of Something, and it's going off the kind of like the little the novels that they had. I mean, not, like the fuck. It was like the short kind of like own little stories on what was going on in Code Geass. Because I remember there was one called The Nightmare of Natalie and The Justice of Suzaku or something along those lines. So there's gonna be another season of Code Geass, which, you know, since I'm a kind of a huge fan of Code Geass, you know, I'm really excited for it. But it's just interesting to see how the season 3 will turn out, either continuing the story or on its own little stories. So we'll see how that turns out.
All right. Well, next batch of news I have is just a couple of game stuff. The game Global Agenda will be going in beta soon. Oh, there's a beta look on it, so it's coming in beta soon. Star Wars The Old Republic confirmed to be delayed to the spring of 2011.
Yeah,
a few days ago. Yeah. A few days ago there was a rumor to say that Star Wars The Old Republic will be delayed to the spring of 2011. Now, unfortunately, the rumor has been confirmed that that game, official form. It is really a little bit disappointing to see the fact that there is still a year ahead. Now,
Is
okay.
it even beta?
I have no idea. I mean, there's little information on that. They just said delayed there. I mean, there's just a couple of comments on that.
All right.
The next one, you know, this is just a rumor. Because, I mean, even I think, in my opinion, that you think this is just a rumor. Let's see, let this open up first. Rumor says that Call of Duty maker Infinity Ward is doing an MMO. Other studio handling Modern Warfare 3. While it's only been 2 months since Infinity Ward's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 hit store shelves, rumors of the studio's next project and the inevitable Modern Warfare 3 are making the rounds. Citing industry sources, Destructoid claims Infinity Ward's next will be a massively an MMO, with the studio reportedly hiring Sony Online Entertainment, EverQuest, Star Wars Galaxies, and PlanetSide. Veterans are possibly getting help from fellow Activision Studio Blizzard, whether this turns out to be an oft-mentioned Call of Duty MMO or not. Franchise owner Activision is still likely to continue releasing annual entries in the popular series. By the way, I'm reading this off of off of Shack News. So this is Shack News. This fits with earlier word from the Los Angeles Times, which claimed that a third developer was joining Infinity Ward and Treyarch on the blockbuster series, as well as reaffirmed that a Call of Duty MMO was under consideration. The Infinity Ward created that the Call of Duty series and handheld its first 2 entries. Activision switched over to a leapfrog development strategy with Call of Duty 3, which was crafted by Treyarch. Since then, the annual Call of Duty releases have alternated between Infinity Ward and Treyarch, with indications that Treyarch is readying a Vietnam War era entry codenamed Call of Duty 7 for releases towards the end of 2010.
I know. I do remember that they're saying there was a rumor that they're doing an MMO as soon as Call of Duty 3 will be released. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I'm pretty sure it will, be on its own, and it could, satisfy the shooters and keep going. I'm not really surprised. It is a rumor, but I won't be surprised if it does happen.
Okay. Any thoughts out?
Me, I don't really like the end of the show.
The only question,
Right.
the only question I got to figure out is because you say that Treyarch could be helping out making the MMO. I do wonder that if the MMO is going to be either Modern Warfare, like, kind of current, guns and whatnot, or is it going to be the Call of Duty Vietnam and kind of back in, Call of Duty 2 days type of MMO, which I'm interested to see what direction they'll take on that.
You mean like Vietnam War MMO type, or like completely new, different kind like thing?
Like, just in that general time, as far as, weapons and everything. Because I remember Treyarch and did Call of Duty 3 and Infinity Ward did Call of Duty 4, or, Modern Warfare, first one. I'm just curious as far as, like, if they do the MMO, I'm wondering, like, what type of direction they'll take. Either, Modern Warfare, art style, or the back in Vietnam days art style, as far as weapons and what you'll get to have and whatnot.
I think it's a bit too early to think about that. After all, this is just a rumor right now.
Very true, very true.
My only question is,
Alright,
if they do the Vietnam thing, what the hell they're going to do with that? Because either they're going to have to completely go away from history, because the U.S. is obviously not going to win that one, or they're going to have to, like, come up with some sort of alternate way.
True. They'll probably just bring up some bullshit war that happened in whatever time period, if it is Vietnam. Because remember we were saying, like, Battlefield 1943. Apparently, the war, it was like in the World War II, when it was the 1 year where they fought Japan and, like, some shit happened. They'll probably find some bullshit year, or they might just make it up entirely and just say, in this time period, while Stalin was fighting the United States, like, the British were fighting off in this other area against the Nazi army or whatever.
yeah, something, I don't know, something crazy.
We'll see.
Yeah, I imagine they'd have to be like, okay, it's right after this year, which is where it started, and then it's right before the end of the war, so nobody's ever actually going to win.
Yeah.
Alright, I have one more piece of gaming news. If my mouse would... Okay, there you go. This one's also about an online multiplayer. It's called Sublimated or Ruined. Assassin's Creed would feature online multiplayer. As we know that many good single-play games would have turned into MMOs for their high popularities, Ubisoft seemed also becoming interested in the big market. Recently, it's just revealed the plans of the next Assassin's Creed, which will feature online multiplayer. Most fans of this series might get excited, but still some others felt concerned about it. Alright, the quote, there's a quote. Oh. Until Darkness mentioned it, I don't think I've even considered the idea of a multiplayer component in an Assassin's Creed title. It certainly is a shame that the original Assassin's Creed did not feature multiplayer of some sort, but I'm sure some would argue that Assassin's Creed is absolutely perfectly suited to being a single-player experience, and the inclusion of multiplayer would have ruined it. Whichever side of the fence you sit, I'm sure you will agree that the idea of multiplayer in Assassin's Creed 2 is definitely something that is worthy of decision. Sources from Assassin's Creed Act.
2 letters. N-O. No.
Yeah.
See, Assassin's Creed doesn't need to have a multiplayer option. It is built for single player story, and even if it did, it would just turn out like how Splinter Cell. In Splinter Cell 3, they had a multiplayer aspect where, like, it was some sort of like spy versus mercenaries or something along those lines. Yeah. Even then, like, like, Alex, tell me, like, when that multiplayer came out, were you really interested in?
I didn't play.
I am played it.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I played, like, maybe 1, 2. I played like a couple games on, like, I think it was Pandora Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't really get it.
Yeah, so I cannot see. Okay, first, if it's an MMO or what they saying it could be for Assassin's Creed, the one thing that's gonna be the common thing everybody's gonna be is everybody's gonna become a fucking assassin in Altair, and everybody's gonna try and fucking killing each other when they're all assassins, and you cannot sneak at anybody because all you gotta do is turn around and be like, oh, there you are.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's an action game, not a multiplayer game. I mean, it's like a Zelda game. You know, you can't see people playing multiplayer in Zelda.
Right. I cannot see how Assassin's Creed, like the next game, could be a multiplayer game. The only way I can see it working if it took the Mirror's Edge approach, where you gotta get to point A to point B in a certain amount of time, or you gotta have this assassin kill in this certain amount of time, or like the coolest way you can do it. I cannot see where multiple people can be on the same screen and trying to kill each other when all you are fucking Altair. Or fucking Ezio, whoever you might be, it just doesn't make sense.
There were other assassins, pal.
I know there probably were other assassins, but like just the thought of
Probably.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm just saying like it would just it wouldn't be fun. Like everybody would be an assassin. Nobody will take the other classes, or if there were. And everybody would be trying to kill each other off when they can fucking see each other, and it's not really much more of an assassin game. More of like, you in a group, you wait for somebody to come up, aside you, and you stab them in the back, and repeat that process. It's I mean I can't see it being any way the multiplayer will work with the next Assassin's Creed game.
In other words, it's a bad idea. All right.
I don't know if it's necessarily a bad idea, but it's not an idea that should be like tacked on to the single player.
Exactly.
There's probably a way to get it to work and where it can feel all adventure-y, and like they could have like archers instead. Some people who are better at archery instead of being assassins, or
It's just not. It's not seeming good right now until we see the finished product.
yeah, it doesn't really have any like instant potential.
Hence my gut instinct.
Now, all I could think of would be to like get a party of people ready to like a specific mission where like you have to take care of two guys at the same time, and then another four at the same time, or something like that.
Right. We'll see. We'll see. Anything else, Nate, or are you done?
Nope, I'm done.
Alright, thanks, Nate, for news and update and animate update. That was great. So we're gonna end it with a few things. First off, I want to tell you guys the convention list, or at least half of what's today? I want to say the 18th or the 19th. No.
17.
17th. Yeah. So by you hear this podcast, it'll be the 18th on the Monday, right before you guys go to school. Lucky you guys. But yeah, for people who are still going to anime conventions for the second half of this month, here are some of the anime conventions, which you can also check out on our website on missionstartpodcast.weebly.com. And they are SodaCon, January 23rd to 24th at the Rushmore Mall, Rapid City, South Dakota. And go check out the link that's there at stcon.org. OhioCon, January 29th to 31st at the Hyatt Regency Columbus in Columbus, Ohio, which you can check out their website at ohiocon.org. Shuricon, which is January 29th to 31st at the Country Inn and Suites at Round Rock, Texas. You can also check out their website out at ushicon.com. Animation on Display, which is probably one of the worst anime convention names I've heard in a long time. It is on January 30th to the 31st at the Hotel Kabuki in San Francisco, California. Oh shit, it's nearby. Oh wait, that's AOD. Oh shit. Oops. Oops. My bad.
Didn't know that was AOD.
I didn't know that. That was like Animation on Display, man. That's a horrible name. Oh shit, wait, AOD. Oh fuck. Oh man, I didn't know that. Okay, well, alright. Yeah, it's AODSF.org. Oh man, I'm gonna get some hate mail now. Okay. And then the last con is Las Cruces Anime Day, January 30th at the Corbett Center Student Union, Las Cruces, New Mexico. I should check out their website at yeah, I can't say the name. Just go on our website. Just go on our website and look at our convention list. All links are there, so you know you can go check it out. Damn, I didn't know that was the name for AOD. I just assumed AOD was for something else. Yeah. Anyways, so last bit of thing we gotta take care of. We have a few things up. You know, got first impressions up on the Dark Void demo, and soon to be the Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker demo will be up soon. But also we want to say thanks SAC Anime staff for letting us go in and check out what SAC Anime is all about as far as, you know, our first anime convention coverage. Our videos of kind of like our experiences are up, and also you can check out our SAC Anime review, which is also up. You know, in full detail of everything that, you know, dislike and like and everything about it. And yeah, so with that, any last words, you guys?
Have a nice last 2 days, college people, before class starts.
More or less, like when they get this, it'll be Monday morning or so. Pretty much, it's enjoy the last day before you go to school.
Guess you're gonna need it? Nothing.
Exactly.
I got nothing.
All right.
No.
Cool. So, all right. In that case, a few things. So you can check us out on the website, missionstartpodcast.weebly.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Defective Naruto, at twitter.com, which you can or Defective Naruto /twitter.com, and that's defective as something as defective. You know, whatever, you know, something breaks. Yeah. Yeah, and you can look us up on iTunes. Just look up Mission Start, and then you'll find us. Then you subscribe to us and leave a comment. The 5-6 of you are actually still with us, or more or less 2 or 3 at this point. Yeah, we'll try to get some more podcasts in some sort of fashion, in some ways. We'll keep the website going. So, with that, this is Anthony Vianis, Alex, and Nate from Mission Start Podcast, and we are out.
Adieu.
Just testing how loud I'm coming in and how loud you're coming in. So just like for the next 3 minutes or whatever, just kind of say whatever. Like start talking. Like, yeah, one time I fucked a girl and I, you know, got her pregnant and I ate her pussy. No. Test.
I don't know you anymore, man.
Test. Voice recording. Test. I am Jack Bauer.
Test, 1, 2, test, 1, 2.
Hello. Give me your woman, you bitch. Give it to me now. Oh. Testing. Mickey. Okay.